Hi, and welcome back to Arno TV. I'm your lovable host Arno, coming back to you with another video. So, I've seen today that a major incident has been declared in London by Sadiq Khan, hasn't it? Okay, this is what's been reported all over the media today. It's everywhere, okay? Sadiq Khan declares major incident in London and demands masks are worn in all public places as he warns the spread of coronavirus is now out of control. The number of cases in London is now above 1,000 per 100,000. The mayor announced this afternoon. The capital has recorded 477 deaths in hospital following a positive test for COVID-19 in the last 3 days alone. Mr. Khan called for masks to be worn routinely outside of the home, including shopping, and churches to close. Okay, so London Mayor Sadiq Khan declared a major incident this afternoon as he said the spread of coronavirus was now out of control in the capital. The number of cases in London is now above 1,000 per 100,000, he said, with a 27% increase in hospital patients between December the 30th and January the 6th. The 7,034 people currently with COVID-19 represent a 35% increase compared to the peak of the pandemic in April. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole article. The links will be in the description as always. But a major incident is now been declared in London, and this has been reported all the way across the media. Okay, so it's been reported in The Guardian. Sadiq Khan declares COVID emergency in London. It's in The Sun. Okay, London falling. Sadiq Khan declares major incident in London as COVID spread is out of control and hospital cases critical. So this is everywhere in the papers. And if we look at this back into the article in The Guardian, there's an interesting little graph here. Now I want people to think about this, okay, because we went into the first lockdown on the 23rd of March, I believe it was, 2020, okay? And they put us into lockdown, and look what happened, the cases went up, okay? We went into lockdown in November, the cases went up, okay? They came down a little bit in December, and then look what happened in December. Now, I want people to think about this. In December, when we weren't in lockdown, the cases in December here were higher pretty much most of the way through November, okay? So, it's quite clear these lockdowns are working, aren't they? Because every time we seem to go into a lockdown, the cases seem to go through the roof, according to this graph here, which is demonstrating the UK number of new coronavirus cases per day. Okay, so these lockdowns, every time we seem to go into one, the cases seem to go through the roof. Okay, and I want people to remember as well the situation now in terms of what it's showing you in cases per day here in the UK, and I want people to think about the other news that's been reported all across the media today, which is this: that now on the 8th of January 2021, they're now talking about testing people coming into the UK. Okay, this is again an article in the Mail. 100,000 Britons abroad face scramble to find COVID test or risk being stranded as government rules. Travellers will be banned from entering the UK without a negative test within days. Again, I'm not going to read the whole article. I'll leave it in the description. But I want people to think about this. We had the first national lockdown on the 23rd of March 2020. All right? And it's taken this lot till the 8th of January 2021 to talk about making sure that anybody that comes into the country has a test and is negative before they come in. I mean, this should just show you how incapable these these disgraceful group of people are, okay? And they have basically only just come up with this conclusion now, have they? You know, we're talking nearly a year, you know, before they've done this. They have caused all these infections all over the UK by not testing people coming in and out of the country in the first place. If they'd have closed the borders when all this became news in January a year ago, you know, if they'd have closed the borders then and not let anybody in the country, then perhaps we wouldn't actually be in this mess now, and London wouldn't be in the state it's in right now. Has anyone actually thought about that? That these people have caused this situation by not doing that a year ago. Okay, and where are we now? We're living under we're living in a country that's heading day by day into a police state, aren't we? Because this lot, you know, Johnson, Starmer, Patel, Gove, Drakeford, Hancock, the whole lot of them are not going to be happy until we are built an Orwellian state for us to live in, and the whole place is closed down and sealed down, and we're all under surveillance 24 hours a day. Because this is where we're heading. And I want people to remember that these group of people could have quite easily closed the borders in January 2020 when all this news was breaking. You know, this could have all been avoided if these people had have acted earlier in terms of shutting the borders and not allowing people who were infected with the virus to come into the UK. And you know, and on Sky News the other day, just before we were plunged into the new lockdown, the new national lockdown, they were reporting that over the course of 2020, I'm sure they reported somewhere in the region of a few million people had been allowed into this country, okay? And none of those people were tested. And now we wonder why we're in the situation that we're in now, okay? These people have caused this situation, and they are now using this situation to basically create an Orwellian state for us that they want us to all live under. And look at the draconian laws that these people are passing, okay? Look at what they are doing. People need to start thinking about the laws these people are passing and the civil liberties that they are taking away from us, because it's down to these people that we're in this mess in the first place. There's no doubt about it. They could have closed the borders January last year. And it's unbelievable that we're only now on the 8th of January 2021, a year on, that they're now going to start testing people coming into the country. Absolutely unbelievable that these people are the people that are running this country, or allegedly running this country, because it strikes me these type of people shouldn't be in charge of anything, let alone the country. Okay, this is the kind of people that we are dealing with. Okay, and you only have to look at the situation we're now in to see that. Okay, because how can it be that it takes a year since we were actually in the first lockdown practically, because it's not that many weeks away now, the 23rd of March, is it? It's only, what, 8-9 weeks away, and we'll have been in this situation a year, okay? And, you know, it's not that they didn't know about this on the 23rd of March, 2020. This was, you know, everybody knew about this in January, and it was breaking in December. You know, the first stories of this were December, 2019, weren't they? Okay? And it takes this pathetic group of people till the 8th of January 2021 to now be talking about testing people who are coming into the country. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. And, people should remember this, okay? Let's not forget this. Let's not allow this disgraceful media that they're all working hand in hand with to conveniently forget all this kind of thing. These people have a lot to answer for. There's no doubt about it. And when I say that these people should be dragged into Parliament and made to answer some serious questions, well, in my mind, there's no doubt that they should be. And there's lots of serious questions that they should be answering, okay? Whether it's, you know, why didn't they close the borders down in the first place? Why is it that they're, you know, taking till the 8th of January 2021 to start testing people who are coming into the country? You know, questions about the draconian laws that they've passed. Questions about the contracts that they've dished out to their mates. Questions about you know, the things that the media have conveniently buried and are not talking about, and they are such as, you know, the contract that the MHRA conveniently spent £1.5 million on with Genpact. Okay, why is no one talking about that? Okay, there's lots of things that these people need to answer some serious questions about, okay? There's no doubt about it. These people are absolutely disgraceful. This is the group of people that, you know, sadly for us, are allegedly in charge of the country. And it's quite clear that most of them, you know, are not capable of tying their own shoelaces, okay? This is where we are at with this group of people, okay? And there's just no doubt about it. I mean, just this in itself, the fact that, you know, we've got Sadiq Khan declaring, you know, an emergency in London, and it's taken, you know, nearly a year for these people to actually think about checking people before they're coming into the country. I mean, I lived in London for 8 years, okay? So 8 years, what we're talking about for 15 years. And, you know, the idea that someone could get completely unchecked off a plane at Heathrow Airport and get straight onto the underground with potentially the coronavirus and spreading it around the tube system in London. I mean, surely people must have thought about this months ago. I mean, this is just unbelievable that this is a type of disgraceful politicians that we have to deal with, okay? This is where we are at, okay? And it's absolutely appalling that none of these people are being held to account for things like this. And I find anybody out there of, you know, sane of mind, anyone out there who's sane of mind shouldn't disagree with that. You know, these people should be held to account, and it's as simple as that. Okay? So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then please like and subscribe to the channel, and once you do, please ring the notification bell so I can inform you guys of more videos and future installments of Arno TV, be them live streams or videos that I'm going to be putting out. Okay? And there's going to be a lot more coming because, you know, as I've said before, with all this kind of stuff going on, I refuse to stay silent in all of this. Okay? So I'll be back soon with some more videos for you. Until I am, I want you all to take care of yourselves, your friends, your family, and your loved ones. Okay? Don't rely on the likes of the government or the mainstream media to, you know, look after people that you care about and people that mean things to you in your life. Just because they've stopped us all seeing each other doesn't mean we can't keep in touch with texting and video calling and everything else. So, you know, make an effort to keep in touch with people that, you know, maybe you don't live with. I'm going to be back soon with some more videos for you. One last thing before I go, I want to thank all the new subscribers that keep coming in. Thank you so much for all your support. If you can help grow this channel, that'd be fantastic. Obviously the channel's also replicated on BitChute as well, so you can follow Arno TV there. And also the video that got censored on my YouTube channel is available still on BitChute, so you can go watch that there. So I'm going to be back soon with some more videos for you, but until I am, I want you to take care. I want everyone to stay rock and roll. Thank you very much for watching Arno TV, and I'm going to be back with some more videos for you very, very soon.